Hello my lovely and underrated witches, I'm your powerful, and way too much overworked merciless_witch, and in today's video, we have to talk about a sudden topic, a topic which is obviously in the title and thumbnail. Racism. We all know how bad it is and that racism is still a problem from our time, because apparently we're still living in the 70s. And do you know why we're going to talk about on it? Because lately #StanTwitter tried to cancel True Talent for racism again, because Scott Jun can't still get his shit together. Oopsie, I am sorry, but spoiler, Scott is getting also soonish exposed video on him. Anyways, where were we? Yes, talking about racism. In today's video, I want to talk about on how the community got worsened in the lifespan with racism, and on how the community are openly arming and defending racist in the community. Before we're going to start, I want to mention that I sadly not a human of color, and that I never faced racism because of it, but I know how to use my brain, and I know when a sudden person is such a coward that I just want to wreck my face into the keyboard 300 times so I can understand how it feels like to be so stupid. Act 1. Why talking about racism now? Okay, listen, we all know why we're talking about racism today. Like, let's don't pretend we don't know, because everyone, and I do really mean it, everyone likes to fucking roast True Talent for random shit that he had apparently done, but without showing any proof. Schmuckles fanboys knows what I am talking about right now, so let's say the obvious thing now. True Talent got cancelled, again, from some cowards that he is a racist because he said very same thing as something like this.
Right, so I'd like these horrible comments. I was like, what the hell, this is so random. I looked at it, first comment on channel, never commented before, all 10 of them or whatever it was. I deleted some of them, so they're gone now, but I left I think 3, something like that. And I checked all the profiles and they were all Indian. Don't know why. So I was like, who sent all you Indians? Like, I don't understand why all of you are Indian and you're all saying horrible things. Apparently it's racist. Don't know. Asking a question why all these horrible people were saying horrible things from India for zero reason. Like, where have you come from? Is racist. So they have, yeah, they're Indian. I don't know why. Like, it was so random. Like 10 people, all Indian profiles, saying nasty shit. It was, I was like, this feels like someone sent them, right? So who sent you? That's context.
Yes, apparently it's now racist to say that 10 Indian guys were into his comments and said something mean to him to get a reaction out of him, which somehow worked and hijacked that bullshit to Twitter, and trying to clown now everyone that this is a racist with a little tiny bit of help from Scott and his editor. And yes, I also didn't knew that he has editor because his videos are lower the quality than mine when I just play Dead by Daylight and upload that on YouTube, which are both now miming that True Talent got now a little bit insane. From there got it good, because now I have to tell you that at least for my channel that, and in fact that goes at least for others, that we have basically a viewership from 0%, at least from people which are coming from India. Here, you see this. Yeah, exactly 0. None, nothing, empty, or to say, those are people that just try to troll him to get him cancelled. Remember this act for later, because our lovely Scott will probably know what is going to happening about with him, but let's switch to the topic on how racism got into his way in Dead by Daylight, and on why the fuck is now Scott on my exposed list. Act 2. How did racism get into Dead by Daylight? Let's roll back, like a few years back ago, to a sudden YouTube channel, which might some witches of you should know. Yes, it is now a time to talk about Ayrun, which was originally the topic of this video. So Ayrun, Dead by Daylight, with over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, friends with Scott and Ussylis and other YouTubers, and created a lot of videos in the Dead by Daylight YouTube scene about most of the Survivor gameplay, perk combination, and weird combo, which is he calling as tech, because apparently that a very cool thing to do. But do you also know this Ayrun?
What's the game? No, you're getting tunneled.
This nigga dumb.
Oh! That's a clip.
Oh my god, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Wow, you've got me saying the N-word now. That's sad.
AK came with a cool kit, now fuck
No,
me,
that's
gon'
fine.
do
I have the
shit.
N-word pass.
Put it on dope, I'm ruthless.
And in the
I kill
background
a
is
nigga
me
with a
going,
toothpick.
shut up, nigga.
Picking up dope, Frank Lucas, put it on the roll, let's move it. Yo, bitch, like my new shit.
Yes, my lovely witches, this is your lord and favorite YouTuber calling someone in the fucking game the N-word. Yes, I'm not kidding here. Yes, it wasn't fake, and yes, it did backfire, with a lazier written apology than I ever could when I'm toxic once every 4 months in Dead by Daylight. I mean, he is using the
"Oh, I was so young, and I didn't know how much that people could hurt maybe, so please accept my apology because I'm such a role model."
Yeah, I fucking can't, what I had to force down to the bot to read. Hashtag pray for iconic bot, but anyways tried also to use his friends, which are people of color, to white knight himself that
This is so totally fine, and we also encourage him to use the N-word because this is so funny.
ha 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 ha. Yes, my brain also hurts like really crazy. You want to know on why you almost can't find any videos talking about him, or only some very hidden ones? Well, my lovely witches, he is infamous for just striking everyone down if those people should somehow reach his audience. He did that with Manface J. He did it with other YouTubers. So he is not even a racist, he is even a Quantum TV clone.
That's so iconic I can't.
But no, my lovely witches, that wasn't it yet, because yes, I have a second YouTuber. Just because I'm always getting trashed on show, so many proofs that my head is exploding. Remember this, guys? Ussylis was a pretty decent big channel till he stopped uploading on his channel. He was known for his stylish edits and thumbnails, and it was someone which I looked up to because he did something which I want from other YouTubers, which is being, and now say it with me, my witches, being iconic and different. He did videos which were so different, but similar at the very same time. But my picture from him got more wrecked when I saw that he is a homophobe and a racist on the very same time, calling people in game that they are looking like some monkey. If you know what I mean, or did stuff like this, which I will just blend in because I don't want to force the bot to say something so stupidly, like I'm sorry I'm doing much here on this channel, but I'm not a botophobe. But do you know what was interesting on seeing those screenshots? Yes, guess it. I give you 1 second. Ussylis and Ayrun are friends, but don't throw it yet because Ussylis was mad when the N-word video was uploaded on YouTube from a friend from his. I fucking can't. Let me kill myself because this shit hurts my head. And no, my witches, it's getting worse because he had also stuff like this in his Steam bio, posted meme like this in his Discord groups, and tried to sell the people that he said such stuff like this because he is so edgy.
And that he is so weird with other people.
This shit is worse than any shit show I saw. I wished, and I do mean it, I could lie to you, but I'm not. Yes, this is now 1 to 2 years now away, and you thought that the community and YouTubers better themselves in 2022, right? Act 3. Racism nowadays. Before we're going to talk about the community, do I want to go back to the wreck which is calling himself Scott Jund, and yes, I will treat him like he does treat with the others on the internet so that he is getting his own taste back. Please don't piss yourself now, Scotty. But how do you want me to explain this following screenshot, which is even coming from True Talent himself? Don't worry, I won't show here how crazy you are snapping when you are talking about True Talent, because this will be a separate video, but how the fuck? And I really want to know this. How can you explain this? Give me a reason which is trustworthy, a fucking reason, which is not sounding like you want dodge a bullet again. You are tracking since almost a year True Talent into the shit, and I really tried to look for proof for the stuff which you and others are saying, but the only thing which I can see when I try to see a proof for your argument against True Talent are videos or topics which are showing you on how much of a yandere you are. And I know this for in fact because I couldn't see anything from your proof, and just only some yandere bullshit which you are trying to do. It doesn't help that you are not giving a clear response at all, and it won't help if you take your unpaid or underpaid editor which are just doing some jump cuts for your videos into this bullshit, because you won't and will never be the person which you are trying to sell. This is just a taste for you from what I will doing with you in my Scott Jund exposed video, because I will make it as big as the Schmuckles video probably, because this is pissing me off, and my witches know that my merciless tag isn't there for nothing. Act 4. The reaction from the community. Do you know what I like on people in the internet? If they are accepting an apology for someone else which wasn't to be mean tea on them. Let's go back to the Ayrun Ussylis topic, because people are saying that you shouldn't talking about it because it would be so toxic, and that he said his apology. The thing is, you might be accepting it, but did ever of you guys asked if the people who are people of color accepted it, except for the 2 people from his friends list trying to white knight him? Let me guess, you didn't, because for some people is that just word, but for others it isn't just a word, since racism is still problem in almost every country out the world. Just saying a stupid apology without saying which group is mean to get the apology doesn't help it, and as such as a big YouTuber, should you do more about it, like talking about on your channel, on what you did wrong, which he never did, like Scott Jund, or donating at least maybe 50% of your money which you would have normally earned in a month to a charity which is combating such stuff like that. This is the ABC for marketing, and it would have shown how much you are meaning it, and it would have shown on how much it is of a problem, but then is the perfectionism coming out from a lot of YouTubers which don't want to admit something wrong. Ussylis and Ayrun both said that they only did this because they are young, or that they are weird, but never said how it is. They never said that they were racist to the people of color. People are laughing you out if you want a better apology from them because they don't do anything better than the bare minimum from those channels, or in Scott Jund's case, cancel the one YouTuber out which exposed him. The community is used these days that YouTubers are doing something like that just because they don't want to change their consummate with videos. I also did watch Ayrun and Ussylis, but I stopped after learning that they don't want to or can't write a 2-minute apology, and thanks to Scott Jund, to the community now believe that everything is fake because he can't chill with his Yandra complex for a minute. Act 5, The Future of Dead by Daylight. Look guys, I'm just here a witch, and I'm only showing you here how you look in a mirror. I know it doesn't look good, but someone has to address it here, and I saw that no one, and do I really mean it, no one wants to do it. The future doesn't look great because since half of year did I notice that people are starting to use more and more the N-word or other bad words to make someone other mad or stuff like that. Yes, you could argue that it is the internet, but there are several other games which are showing that you can build a healthy community if you want to. The thing is, it takes time, and no one does want to invest any time in creating content which isn't aging that badly. It needs work and discipline to be nice to other people, because lying to your viewerships or snapping like a Yandra because you think you are worth even a penny is easier. The Dead by Daylight community used to be better. I know this since I'm playing this game since December 2016 and watching a lot of videos from it till it ever even existed. If we want to stop racism, we have to stop supporting channels like Ayrun, Ussylis and Scott Jund. We have to stop giving a damn about them because this is the only way on that they change, because don't forget, 0 views 0 money. Yes, it sucks to watch for some other content creator, and yes, not all of them are perfect, but they are pretty good other channels out of there which aren't toxic at all, or even better, giving you some lessons, which is the Dead by Daylight community definitely needing. I'm sad that this is right now the state in the community, but hey, saying that the people which are calling out the problem makers is in these days more loved than ever before and easier ever before.